Welcome back to Leaving Cert Plus. This is lesson 1.19. It's our third and final lesson looking at long division. We're going to try a couple of questions that don't involve our regular cubic expressions and linear expressions. We're going up to x to the power 5 here. So I'd like you to pause the video and try use your regular steps to divide this by that. So setting up your division, you've got your x squared on the outside, your smaller expression. On the inside we have x to the power 5 minus x to the power 4 minus 6x cubed minus 8x squared plus 8x plus 48. So let's follow the regular steps we always have done. So that's x squared. What do we need to multiply that by to get x to the power 5? The answer is x cubed. Now you multiply that x cubed by those three terms, and you're going to get x to the power 5 minus x to the power 4 minus 6x cubed. Now you have to change the signs of this row and take them away. So that's minus, positive, and positive. So now you can see we're going to get all zeros here. So they're all gone. So next what you need to do is bring down these guys. So that's going to be minus 8x squared plus 8x plus 48. Now you're asking, what do I need to multiply my x squared by to get minus 8x squared? The answer there is minus 8. So then multiply that minus 8 by the three terms again. So that's minus 8x squared plus 8x plus 48. You can see these are going to wipe out as well when you change the signs. And that's your remainder. Okay, so your answer there is just x cubed minus 8. You can see how we can follow the same steps. It just looks an awful lot more awkward than it actually is. So one more question here. Notice that you're asked to hence fully factorize. So pause the video and give this one a go. So setting up your division, you've got 4x squared minus 25 outside of 36 x to the power 4 minus 289 x squared plus 400. Now some of you might have put in a 0 plus 0 x cubed and a plus 0x here. Okay, and that's fine, but you won't actually need them in this because you can see that what we're dividing in only has a 4x squared. So basically what I'm saying is that if you did do that in here, you would have had to put in a 4x squared plus 0x minus 25 on the outside. Okay, and that should work out fine, but just for now, I'm going to leave out all of those zeros there because your x squared is going to match up with your x to the power 4, x squared, and then your 0. Okay, so there is no odd powers here essentially. So the first question you're asking is 4x squared, what do we need to multiply that by to get 36x to the power 4? The answer there is 9x squared. Now multiplying that 9x squared, you're going to get 36x to the power 4, and 9 by 25 is going to be 225. So that's going to be minus 225x squared. So now you have to take away that line, so that's negative and that's positive. So you're going to be left with a minus 64x squared here, and you can bring down there 400. So then you can multiply in, or you have to ask, what do we need to multiply that 4x squared by to get the negative 64x squared? The answer there is minus 16. So multiplying that minus 16, then you're going to get minus 64x squared plus 400. So then you can change the signs there and you can see there is no remainder. So this is your answer. Now we're asked to hence fully factorize. So fully factorizing basically means to get it down to linear functions. So we can factorize what we have up here, and we can also break this guy down. So what we have here, if I was to compare it to our original 24 that we were talking about, you might have something like maybe a 6 and a 4. And we could break these down further. So break down each one of them. So you could say maybe that's 3 and that's 2 and that's 2 and 2. So you want to go that extra step. We are currently at 6 and 4. This being 6 and this being 4. We want to break it down into linear functions. Okay, it's not exactly right, but it's just kind of easier to understand when you look at a simple number like that. So breaking down what we have over here, that's a difference of 2 squared. That's going to be 2x all to be squared minus 5 all to be squared. So factorizing, like we learned with a difference of 2 squared, that's 2x plus 5 multiplied by 2x minus 5. Over here, you can see this is also a difference of 2 squared. That's going to be 3x all to be squared minus 4 to be squared. So that's going to be 3x minus 4 times 3x plus 4. Okay, so your final factors then, your linear factors, are what I have rounded in green. So that's basically that question done. So key take home from this lesson is sometimes you'll be asked for higher powers worth of division, but it's the same steps in that your long division. That's all for lesson 1.19. Thanks for watching Leaving Cert Plus. I hope that made sense. I'll see you again in lesson 1.20.
If you like this video, you'll love our notes. You can get some for free in the link in the description of this video.